Hi everybody, happy Friday. I'm doing some work at home today and preparing for my Reiki Level 1 class in Medicine Hat tomorrow. And I was just wondering, did anyone else have a really weird and wild day yesterday? I know I sure did. It started off a little bit different. And that's something that we really are working on here with our Reiki group. We're doing Dr. Joe Dispenza work. We're watching the Rewired series on Gaia and talking about how to literally rewire our brains so that we're in a more receptive state. It's easier to change, it's easier to create new things in your body, in your mind, in your life, your whole way of being and feeling becomes easier when you are in a more relaxed state and an open state. So yeah, things were a little bit different yesterday. I always grab a coffee as I'm leaving town and driving to the Hat, and I ended up with a tea somehow. I didn't realize that until I was already on the highway. And actually on the way home, I stopped for a coffee about 7:30 in the evening, just to sort of get me through, to get me home safe and awake. And yeah, they forgot to put my cream in my coffee. So that was new and interesting and different. I ended up, the weather was kind of weird here and crazy. And the majority of my clients for yesterday canceled. And I also ended up behind a CP rail truck that pulled off of a gravel road and onto the highway. And I ended up with about half a dozen rock chips in my windshield. So yesterday ended up costing me more money than I had intended on, but that's okay. I was starting to feel a little bit disappointed and frustrated in how the day was turning out. And you know what? I decided to just take a deep breath and really heed my own words and just let it go and ask the universe, what is it that you have in store for me today? What is it that I may be being redirected to, rather than focusing on, being kind of disappointed and upset? What can I be open to that's different than what I expected it to be? Because of course our days don't always turn out like we expect them to, especially in the last year and a half. Things do not look anything like we thought they would. So anyway, today I thought I would just come on to my Spirit Works page, say hello, say to you that it is okay that things go haywire sometimes. Things are okay even if they seem to be going off track. Just relax, okay? So in that, I want you to take a moment to relax. I want you to actually go and just sit down for a couple of minutes. And I am actually going to send you a few minutes of Reiki. So if you would just allow yourself to receive some Reiki, Give yourself permission to open up, to relax, to take a moment, and just allow me to facilitate that flow of Reiki energy to you. So I'd like for you to just sit back, close your eyes, take some nice slow and deep breaths. Intend that your breath is full of healing energy. Picture that your breath enters in from the top of your head. Allow that breath, that healing energy, that vital air to move in to the top of your head and just surround and support your mind. Allow that energy to support your brain and the functioning of your brain. Picture that vital energy gently sweeping through your mind. Any old thoughts? Any thought patterns that no longer are helpful for you? Any worries that you may be carrying around in your mind? Picture that beautiful, vital, healing energy is just washing through your mind very gently. Raising those things up and sweeping them gently away. Allow that energy to move down just a little further, past your eyes and your nose and your ears. Let it sweep through your jaw, easing some of that tension that you're carrying. Allow that energy to move down the back of your head, into your neck, through your throat, and right to the top of your shoulders, your upper chest and your upper back. Allow that energy to just gently sweep through and ease that tension. To ease and lighten the burdens that you may be carrying around on your shoulders, on your back. Those stresses and responsibilities can be lightened just slightly. Allow the heaviness to release. And just gently sweep away. Intend that breath that you're bringing in at the top of your head And as moving down, moves a little further down into your heart and into your lungs. We carry so much heavy emotion in our hearts and lungs, grief and sadness. Allow that vital energy to gently sweep in to the recesses of your heart, through any of those little dark corners where you may be holding on to memories, to emotions, to energies that no longer serve you. Allow those things to be swept up very gently and away. And on your next inhale, through the top of your head, intend that that energy, that breath is moving right down into your torso, just below your heart and in the middle of your belly, down to the bottom of your torso. So many of our vital organs are stored in this area of our body, in the lower 3 energy centers or chakras. Picture your breath. Intend that your breath comes in the top of your head and moves right down, strongly and firmly, but gently, to the bottom of your torso. Gently sweeping up and releasing any stress, any insecurities, any fears that you may be holding in your body. Allow those things to just release. On your next inhale, picture breathing in from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. That breath moves from the bottom of your torso into your hips, down your thighs, to your knees, your shins and your calves, right to your ankles and to your heels. Now picture, if you can, that as you exhale through the bottom of your feet. Inhaling through the top of your head, moving that breath, that energy, all the way through your body to the bottom of your feet. And as you reach the bottom of your feet, with your exhale, you push through your beautiful roots. And those roots grow through the bottom of your feet, right through the floor, into the ground. You are so safe and securely and firmly connected to the earth. Those roots start to grow into the soil, and they grow deeper and they grow wider. They grow stronger, and they start to move down, growing and growing through the layers of soil and sediment, sand, gravel, through the pebbles and the layers of boulders and rocks, all the way down to the center of the earth. Those roots know exactly what to do. At the center of the earth is a glowing white orb. And this orb is healing energy. And as those roots grow right to that orb, they encounter many other roots from other people, and they all grow around and firmly fasten to that orb, that glowing, beautiful white orb, the center of the earth. And all of those things that you're ready to let go of travel down through those roots right to that healing ball. And they release. They release. And they transform. And they become healing energy, consciousness, peacefulness, love, tranquility, and all of those beautiful energies travel right back up through the layers of sediment, through the boulders and the rocks and the gravel and the pebbles, through the sand and the different layers of soil, right back up the floor and back into your feet. At any time where you're feeling overwhelmed in this crazy world, all you need to do is picture yourself growing your roots, using your roots as a healing tool to release what your body and your mind and your spirit do not need. And having those things transformed and healed and brought right back up to you. Take a few moments to just breathe deeply. Feel into that flow of your breath, again, which is healing energy, always, every breath. Allow that healing energy to move through, move down, and come back up to you, bringing to you anything that's for your highest good, anything that's healing and positive and full of love. Because that's what you are. You are love. I'm wishing you a really great day. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking a little Reiki break with me. Go forward today with a smile on your face and just spread that love and shine that light. Namaste.